If you want to know how to remove, install or adjust Shimano road brake calipers, you've come to the right place because we're about to show you how to do it. To start with, pull the inner cable ends off. Then on the rear caliper, loosen the clamp bolt by turning it anti-clockwise. Next, you need to loosen the main caliper bolt again by turning it anti-clockwise until it comes away completely. You'll then be able to pull the caliper away from the frame. Repeat these steps for the front caliper. To reinstall the calipers, you need to make sure you use the correct one for the forks and the frame. It's easy to see which one is which because the bolt on the front caliper is much longer. Push the caliper bolt through the frame, making sure the caliper is as central as possible by eye, then start screwing the bolt on from the rear. Tighten it to the point where it is hard to move the caliper from side to side. Next, you'll need to make sure the brake blocks are set up properly against the rim. To do this, loosen the pads using a 4mm Allen key, then get them in roughly the right position using your hands. Pinch the caliper against the rim and then one side at a time, place the brake pad square against the rim before tightening the bolt back up firmly. You're then ready to put the cable back on. Place the cable back on the groove line and screw the clamp bolt back onto the caliper, tight enough that it's touching the cable, but light enough that it's still able to slide through. Using one hand, push the brake pads against the rim, then slightly release so that they are a couple of millimeters away from it, and then using the other hand, pull the cable through before tightening the cable clamp bolt. Repeat for the front caliper, and then replace the end caps of the inner cables, crimping them lightly with some pliers. To do fine adjustment of the centralisation of the caliper, use the fine adjustment screw seen here. Turning it anti-clockwise will rotate the caliper clockwise as you look at it, and turning it anti-clockwise will do the opposite. Try to make sure that both brake pads are an equal distance away from the rim. Finally, make sure that when you pull the brake on hard, the brake pads don't ride up the rim and touch the tyre. For more videos like this, go to www.youtube.com/GCN.